Good morning, guys. It is 9 a.m. and as you can see, my hair is completely different from the last time you saw me. It is blue black. It's finally not raining outside today in Atlanta, but it's so foggy I cannot even see the skyline. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm really liking the hair. I literally just mixed 2 blue black colors and then 1 blue dye from Ion. So I swear by Ion, like I've used their hair dye almost every single time that I've dyed my hair a color. So this was actually the hair that had the 2 blonde strips in the front, and I cut myself some bangs. So the bangs are actually the bluest part of the hair, and then the rest is truly just like a nice soft blue black. And I didn't use any bleach or anything like that. I literally just dyed right over the dark brown. So I'm feeling it. Let me know if you like the little fringe. I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it frames my face a little bit better. But we're doing a full day of eating today, but of course, as per usual, your girl has no groceries. I got this cute little key ring. I buy a lot of vintage stuff. This was literally $30. I'm part of this Facebook group, and I just like hot glued the edges and everything because they were kind of falling apart. So all I have to do is like repaint the inside, but it's in pretty good shape. I'm thinking about painting the inside red. I think that would be super cute. But now we are going to head to Kroger. I just got hip with the Kroger thing, which I think is hilarious. I actually don't go to that one, even though it technically is like right down the street from me. I go to the one all the way like past little 5 Points, I guess, just because that area there's like Target, there's Ross, there's a bunch of other stuff, so it always just makes sense for me to go over there. Especially with groceries, sometimes I like to get some special oil, and I don't know, I'm very bougie, so we're gonna head over there. And I actually brought my bags for once because I forget them every single time, and I have to walk up flights of stairs to get to my apartment. It's just not a good time. It is so foggy today, it's actually insane. Like I cannot see anything, but it's fine. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how my calories are going to be different in this video. I am actually dropping my calories. We are weighing between like 138 and 140 every single day on average, and I was trying to push for 145, but there's a point where you can feel your body start to push back and kind of tell you, hey, maybe just like stop now. And every single year I try and push my weight past a point that I can stay and maintain at. So like last year I was finally able to maintain around 133. The year before that it was like I could finally maintain around like 128. Year before that it was like 123, 125. So every year I try and push my maintenance level a little bit higher because the goal is not to be in a surplus forever, and I literally can't do that. Like my body's gonna tell me when like it is now used to this amount of calories, and it's gonna tell me when it needs to go back to maintenance and chill. So that time has finally come. I'm bloated all the time. It's starting to feel uncomfortable to push foods. I got up to 2,800 calories, which is absolutely insane because my maintenance is around 23 to 2,400. So I'm also going to Miami, and I don't really want to be bloated the whole entire time. And the reason why I was in a surplus was because it kind of went along with my goals, which was related to powerlifting. And being in a surplus while doing strength training is going to give you the best results, just because the more food you have, the more energy you have, because the more you have to work with. So with that being said, I'm literally wrapping up my program basically this week, and I'm going to be in Miami in 3 weeks. So it just kind of makes sense for me to chill. I might even dip just a tiny bit into a deficit for the next 3 weeks. It's not like there's gonna be any crazy changes I'm making in 3 weeks. I'm not trying to like drop a crazy amount of weight. I don't even really care how much I weigh, if we're being completely honest. I just want to be less bloated and hold less water. And it really just comes down to cleaning up my diet because it's been all over the place. I need to get back to cooking and stop eating out so much. Postmates and Uber Eats have become my best friend because they give me codes all the time, and I have no self-control. So we are using a meal prep service in today's video, which will be fun, but I need to get back to cooking, and I thought this would be a great way to to kickstart that. And this is the cheapest meal prep service I think I've ever found. And I also picked a seafood one, which is a couple more dollars per serving because it is seafood, but it's actually really nice because, God, the traffic at Croc Street is such a mess. I don't really understand why. I've never actually gone to the grocery store this early. Maybe that's why. People are like going to work right now. Meanwhile, I'm just going along my normal day. But it's nice because I found that a lot of them just do not have food that I can eat. Like, everything has cheese in it or it's got meat in it, and it's really hard to like swap things in and out. And I found with this one, they make it super easy to do so. So I'm really excited. I already made one of them with Joey. It was the pork chops. I don't eat meat. I do eat seafood, but I don't eat red meat, any other meat besides seafood. I'm from Maryland. It's just not something I can give up at this point in my life, but he really liked that. So I think I took a picture, so I'll throw it up on the screen so you guys can see what that looked like. But I think this will be helpful, and I get a lot of questions on like, how can I eat more food but still eat good food but have it be cheaper? And if it's in your budget to do a meal prep service and you want to cook your own meals but you don't want to have like a bunch of random ingredients just like lying around at your house all the time, like myself, because you're just wasting money because you're probably not going to use the whole 5 limes that they give you in a bag or whatever the ridiculous amounts are when you go to the store. Hi, lady, you can't just run across the street willy-nilly. Thanks. So yeah, I mean, definitely try it out. You guys will see me making some stuff later. I do grocery hauls almost every single vlog, so I really don't want to bore you guys, but I know sometimes there's new people, so I'm just gonna run through quickly all the things that I picked up. So I do obviously still have food like in my fridge and everything, but these are just some of the things that are essentials and some new stuff I wanted to try. So I always get bread, so I always get this brand. Everything's from Kroger. This is the Private Selection. All their bread's like $2, but they have some really good breads. I don't know, different variations of bread. I picked up just 12 large eggs. This stir fry, I got this last time, but I got the one that was much bigger and it was a little bit too big for me, so I got this one. The sauce is very salty, so I only used about half the packet, to be honest. And then I decided to try out these rice for the first time. I usually get the Kroger 90-second or the Uncle Ben's rice, but it was like really expensive. Nothing was on sale, and these were, I think, $2 each. Was kind of like in the middle. So we picked up the Thai jasmine, the Thai lime and herb, and then the basmati and wild rice. Picked up 2 bags of Kroger candy because I have a huge sweet tooth. It helps me a little bit with cravings. Brown sugar for coffee. I got 2 of these silk almond milks because I go through them so fast. So this is the almond and cashew. It's got 10 grams of protein. Absolute favorite. Picked up some avocados. I got 1 lime because I actually need one for one of the meals that I'm going to be making, and it has gone bad because I waited too long. That's the only bad thing about meal prep services. I picked up 3 of the body armors, so we got a light one. So these are lower calorie. There's only 20 calories because there are, let's see, how many grams? 18 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and then I picked out the blackout berry, and this is just a normal one. So the calories for this one is 120 per bottle, and that's because you have 28 carbs, 28 grams of sugar, and then you also have added sugar as well. So just keep in mind, if you want a lower calorie one, make sure you pick up the light. And then I picked up orange mango because that's a favorite. Then I picked up some gnocchi, I think is how you pronounce it. So I always forget about this stuff. It's really good. It is pretty high in calories because it is made from potatoes. I picked up this, which was absolutely unnecessary and very expensive. But I really like pesto, even though I'm not supposed to eat it because there is dairy in it and I am technically lactose intolerant, but here we are. So that is my grocery haul for the day. So I'm gonna make my coffee because I'm dying. So we're gonna do the cinnamon roll. This is the Dunkin'. And I just use my Keurig. This is the one that makes iced coffee as well. So I really, really like this one. And I also have a milk frother that it came with. So I'm gonna use some of the almond milk that I just got. So I am having my 3 eggs and I just added some ketchup on top. So the only thing that's really changing with my diet is the fact that my calories are dipping. So I've been eating at 2,800, like I said, which is in a very, very deep surplus. And my maintenance is around 2,300 to 2,400. It's kind of just like around that range. So if I dip below 2,300, then I am definitely in a deficit. So I think I'm actually going to eat in a deficit for the next 3 weeks. And I think that will really help my body just kind of go through a full reset. And then once I get to Miami, I will just go back to, like, you know, probably maintenance, if not a little bit above maintenance, which is totally fine. I do not recommend doing like my friend Sandra was talking about doing like a juice cleanse or something. Juice cleanses don't really work. They help if you're about to jump into like a long weight loss process, but there are no short-term things that you can really do to lose a bunch of weight. You can just cut down on your sodium, drink a lot of water, flush out all of your water weight, but when it comes down to like the actual weight, it's not really healthy to lose more than about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds a week. So if that's like a goal that you have, just know you're gonna feel horrible and you're probably gonna mess up your metabolism. And the goal is to keep your metabolism intact as you're dropping your calories, so that when you are finally at a new maintenance and you want to bring your calories back up, you don't gain all of your weight back really, really fast. Your dad had to call me how I killed me. It was really hard for me, I feel like. Not like really hard, like I could do it. I was really proud that I used a 5. But I just feel like getting back into yoga. So I just took my vitamins. I'm gonna take a scoop of my creatine. This will be my intra-workout carbs for the day. I got this from the dollar store. Great deal. So I'm a huge fan of the white one. Take 5 grams. I had a scooper once upon a time. I have no idea where it is, but I've been taking creatine for like 4 years now, so I know exactly what 5 grams looks like. We're not gonna do a pre-workout meal or anything. We're just gonna let that creatine give me some extra energy throughout my workout, and then just use this for my carbs. So I am about to make my lunch. I had a couple of these peach rings to snack on. I have to eat so fast when I get back from the gym, or I eat the first thing that I see. So we are going to be making the veggie loaded tacos with black beans and charred corn. So I already preheated the oven and I washed all my vegetables. There's also a jalapeno. Your girl's not gonna mess around with that. It's just not gonna happen. And then I also washed my onion, and you're probably like, what is going on? I wash the onion before I cut it, and then I also wash it again when I cut it. It stops it mostly from making your eyes tear up, and my eyes are so sensitive in general, and I literally feel like I'm gonna die when I cut onions, so I just wash it profusely. So as you saw, we have corn, red onion, jalapenos, aroma tomato, lime, black beans, sour cream, which are in these little pouches. I can't eat sour cream, sadly, but I might actually be able to get away with using it with this. Some ancho chili powder, shredded pepper jack, which I'm gonna opt out of having just because I'm not really supposed to have cheese, and then they give you flour tortillas. So I did pick the one that gives you 4 servings, so I have double of everything. I thought that would be the best thing to get because I know a lot of people that follow me are actually older and have a family. And then if you're younger, you know, maybe you want to make this with your friends. So I'm gonna make the 2 servings one today, but you can choose to get 2 servings for your meals or 4 servings. And I wanted to get the 4 to see how much stuff they give you. And if you look on here, it'll show you a side-by-side of how many ingredients you would need if you're doing 2 servings versus 4 servings. So making this is actually incredibly easy. Pleasantly surprised. The steps like make it look super confusing, so I had to reread it like a couple times, but the actual meals are pretty easy. So we've got our beans and our onion. I seasoned everything with salt and pepper. They actually told you to, which is nice because sometimes they don't. And right now we've got our corn charring right now, so I have it pretty high. And we're gonna add in our onion. Oh. I literally had to take the battery out and I can still hear it beeping. Like, they almost work too much. Like, if you just burn something slightly or there's just a hint of smoke, they go off, and they go off for like 20 minutes. Anyways, we've got our charred corn and we got a little bit more of that onion in there. So now we're gonna use the rest of the powder, it says, and this is when you can also add in a sour cream. So this is actually making tacos for 6 people because, well, not 6 people, it's making 6 tacos for 2 people, but I don't need to eat 6 tacos. So the remainder of them are just in this little baggie. I've got them laid out on here. So you can throw them in the oven and add that cheese. I'm not going to, I'm just gonna toast those in the oven and then just put the mixture on top. But you just add this powder, which is actually really, really good. And then just one of these sour creams. And then the other one is just to add to the top of your tacos. I'm not gonna use the whole thing because, like I said, not really supposed to be eating dairy. And here is the finished product. So I just finished my tacos. They were actually extremely filling. I always forget how filling beans are, which is why I opted not to add my fake meat, but that is definitely something that you could add. That's the nice thing about a lot of the meals that they have. You can actually swap things in and out, because when they reached out to me, I told them, I was like, my diet is really weird and I don't know if you guys are gonna have anything, because in the past, working with meal prep services, unless they're plant-based, I have a really hard time being able to eat a lot of the foods. So I was really happy about that. You guys should definitely try it out if you've been looking for a meal prep service. It's $4.99 a serving, but you guys can actually get 18 meals for $3.33 if you use my link and code. So I'll throw it on the screen. It'll also be in the description box, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. I always have coupon codes for you guys if I'm promoting something. So the goal is to obviously give you new ways of getting your calories in. And this is a good one if it fits your budget. So I'm gonna go train my client. She doesn't like being on camera, so I will not be filming any of that. But when I get back, we will make some dinner. Off to train. So for dinner, I'm actually gonna make my gnocchi. So I found this recipe on Silk's website because I was trying to figure out how to make like some sort of pesto sauce, maybe with an almond milk. And so they said to use whatever milk you have. I'm gonna use the almond and the cashew and mix that with butter or vegan butter. So I'm gonna use, I can't believe it's not butter. And then you can add onion if you want. I think I've exhausted my onion consumption for the day. And then as you guys saw today, I picked up my unnecessary basil pesto. So I thought we'd go ahead and use it. And then the gnocchi that I'm gonna make is just gonna be the regular one with potato. So a serving is 3/4 a cup. There's no fat, there's 40 grams of carbs and 4 grams of protein. So this is the private selection one. I've actually never made gnocchi. I've had it before, but I've never made it myself. So it says you just boil it until it floats. So that's easy enough. Don't know why I haven't been eating this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my little sauce. I have not really had that many vegetables today, which is so weird because usually that is like the majority of my diet, but yeah, just not feeling the vegetables today. I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here because I think I'm done eating for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out the sponsor of this video. Thank you again for them for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys try it out. I'll have a link in the description if you are interested so that you guys can get 18 meals for $3.33, which is very, very cheap. So until then, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you. Bye.